Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be making grandma toast sandwich. Now, I first learned about this from a YouTube video. It was shot in Seoul, Korea, and it's a little sandwich stand which grandma makes a toast sandwich. Apparently these days grandma, like most grandmas, is running a little bit slower, and her daughter-in-law actually runs the little street shop. And her sandwich consists of 2 pieces of bread that have been toasted, and inside there is a pancake that contains cabbage, a little bit of carrot, a little bit of green onion that is fried on both sides. Very similar to Japanese okonomiyaki. But here's the kicker, and this is what I find very interesting about this sandwich. On top of the cooked cabbage pancake, you place 2 spoons of white sugar and then a generous squirt of ketchup. All of that is sandwiched between 2 pieces of toasted bread, and then it's folded in half, and then off you go. There's your lunch. It's very inexpensive. It's about 2,000 won, which equals about $1.80 US. Very inexpensive, hot meal that is cooked for you right before your eyes. I love street food. Now, I love street food. I love the realness of it. I love the proximity of the person making your food. You can watch it being made. And I love the portability of street food. You're just like, all right, walking along, eating. Love that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start making this. So I watched a couple of videos. I will put, as always, the links to those videos down below. And the process of making this looks pretty straightforward and simple. But I forgot my butter, so let me go grab it. Butter! So while I prepare the ingredients for my pancakes, I've got my grill top preheating here. I love this thing. I recently bought this. This is a Zojiryushi grill top. Love this thing. Not only does it work really well, the thermostat works beautifully, but this all comes apart. So this whole top pan, you can submerge directly into the sink. You can also do that to the bottom, which is just beautiful. If you own a waffle iron, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The batter ends up getting in all those nooks and crannies, and it's a pain to clean, but this makes it so easy. And the nonstick finish is actually nonstick. Brilliant, right? So in this bowl, I've got some shredded cabbage, a little bit of carrot, and some green onion. In the video, they have a great big cooler where they just scoop the stuff out. So in my cup, I'm gonna grab a pinch of cabbage, place that in there. And then I got a large egg, crack that in here. So then we're just gonna mix this up, kind of crushing the cabbage and whipping up the egg. So I'm gonna add some more cabbage to that. This is gonna be the base of our pancake. Speaking of Zojiryushi, if you missed my thrift store bread maker video, you should definitely check that out, because that too was a Zojiryushi. Of course, it was used, but they make good stuff. I like them. This gets pretty stinking hot, so I've got it on like warm. I've got some butter, and now I'm going to grease my griddle. Very satisfying. And now I'm going to take my pancake mix, plop it right down here. So I'm gonna make a little bed of this into a nice little pancake. While this is cooking, I'm gonna add a little bit more butter, and I'm gonna toast up 2 slices of just plain old white bread. Right there. And then to the top of this, I'm gonna add a little extra cabbage. So a good amount of cabbage here. This is almost a quarter of a head of cabbage. So move everything around. All right, let's give this a flip. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna take the toast off. That's looking lovely. So I'm gonna use a little bit more butter. Move it onto the butter. So now the pancake is cooked, now we're ready to assemble the sandwich. I've got myself a thin strip of heavy-duty foil here. I'm gonna place that under my toast. Now my toast is gonna be diagonally set here for a very good reason. Wait till you see this. Now we're gonna take the pancake, place it right on our bread. Oh yes, Now we're gonna take 2 teaspoons of sugar right on the top. I'm gonna smooth that all over. Isn't this wild? Now we're gonna take ketchup. I'm not kidding, man, I'm not kidding. Look at that. Now we take our second piece of toast, plop it on right there. So in the video, she uses a cup that's about this size. I couldn't quite find this size, so I took a cup like this and I cut it down. It's important, I think, that it be a little bit shorter like this so it has a little bit more stability. Now we're gonna fold the sandwich in half, like this. Take this like this, open it like this, and then we place that in the cup. Is that brilliant or what? There it is, our beautiful sugar ketchup omelet sandwich, or grandma toast sandwich. Amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. Alrighty, so my sandwich is complete. I can't wait to taste it. Isn't this thing ingenious? I've never seen this before. A little strip of aluminum foil, little paper cup, stand things up. Brilliant. Okay, let's give this a taste. Alrighty, itadakimasu. Delicious, absolutely delicious. The sweetness of the cabbage is intensified by, of course, the sugar and the sweetness of the ketchup, but it totally works. It still remains savory. That was my question. I said, well, gosh, that's a lot of sugar and it has ketchup in it. Is it gonna be like a dessert? It doesn't at all. It tastes absolutely savory and it's scrumptious. The texture of the bread goes really well with the omelet. The omelet is cooked all the way through, but because there's so much cabbage in there, it's not like a frittata. It doesn't have that kind of bounce of scrambled eggs or of a frittata. It definitely is of cabbage. And the cabbage sweetness goes so well with the ketchup and the sugar. The sugar adds a nice little texture as well. There's a little bit of granular crunch in there, but it's nice. It kind of gives a little bit of variety to the kind of soft toast and the soft omelet. It's absolutely scrumptious. And it's vegetarian and it's inexpensive and you can hold it in one hand. The choice here to use white bread as opposed to something heartier, I think, is a great one. It's a blank slate that has absorbed all of that beautiful butter. It's gotten toasty on the outside, yet it remains squishy and soft on the outside. It is just basically the delivery mechanism of your beautiful pancake. It's just delicious, absolutely delicious. I've already eaten half of it. There's something very familiar about this too in terms of flavors, and I think it's the ketchup for me. Something about portable food and ketchup. I think it must be ingrained in my fast food nostalgia and memory. I think, oh yes, of course, this is a perfect kind of walking fast food, quick food, because it has ketchup in it. It really, really works. So this is kind of related to okonomiyaki, which is the Japanese version of a cabbage pancake, but that's topped with all kinds of other ingredients and sauces and flavorings. And in terms of flavor, it tastes completely different because of all those toppings. If you're still wondering at this point what this tastes like, you should just go ahead and make it. I'm sure you can find the ingredients readily, and it's really simple to make. So there you have it, grandma toast sandwich. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Let me know down in the comments if there are any other videos, recipes, things you'd like me to taste. And yeah, share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!